oh, that was a reference to that time they did that thing.
My name is Regina Phalange.
So that was a callback.
Callback. We are talking about comedy callbacks today, what they are, how to use them in your everyday life, and we're talking with someone skilled at using them expertly. I'm talking to Danielle Koenig, television writer, stand-up comedian, and co-host of the popular podcast How to Survive with Danielle and Kristine, found wherever you get your podcasts. Welcome or welcome back to Punch It Up, Find the Funny Friday. Let's give Danielle a warm Punch It Up welcome, shall we? Alex, please help us with the applause. Danielle, are there any credits I neglected to mention that you would like the people to know?
I guess the only other thing is that I write essays sometimes, and you can find them on Chortle, Slackjaw, or Belladonna.
All right, we're talking about callbacks. Some of you know what callbacks are, but some of you don't. If you had to explain what a comedy callback is to someone who's never done comedy, how would you describe it?
Okay, so a callback is you've done a joke. It has a beginning, middle, and end. You move on to a new subject. Maybe you move on to a few subjects. And then later, you bring back or call back the joke that you had previously done, some part of it, some sort of reference to it. It can be done in a TV show over a long period of time.
To me, that button's in the worst possible spot. The second button literally makes or breaks the shirt. Look at it. It's too high. See, now to me, that button is in the worst possible spot. The second button is the key button. It literally makes or breaks the shirt. Look at it. It's too high.
It can be done in a stand-up set. It can be done in conversation. It can be done in writing. I think of it as like a little reward because it's like, oh, you were paying attention. You're going to like this part. It's like kind of like a magic trick.
You've seen them and heard them if you've watched TV or seen a show, but you didn't know what they were called. Do you remember the very first time you had a callback on stage?
I couldn't remember the first time I used it on stage. I'm not even sure if I have used callbacks on stage, but I know I've used them in writing. I used to work on a show called The Dish, which was like a sister show to The Soup. But it was basically a show where you watch clips of bad shows and then the host says something funny. So we used to often write callbacks into the show, something in the second act, referencing something in the first act. The network would always say, well, some people are just tuning in now, so they're not going to get it. And so we had to cut out a lot of the callbacks, which was frustrating to me because I was like, well, screw them. If they didn't watch from the beginning, it's not going to hurt them to hear the callback, and it's going to reward the people who did watch from the beginning. Sometimes comedy is math. In joke writing, it's kind of like math. You have a setup plus your observation equals what punchline. In a larger sense, if you're writing a whole show and you get to throw something back that came up before, it's just like a little extra math. It's advanced math. It's AP math.
AP math.
Yeah.
For someone telling stories at a dinner party, in a meeting, on stage, just normal people, everyday life, everyday conversation, what's one simple way they could set up a callback without it sounding forced? Basically, how can you help people use callbacks in their everyday life?
So I wouldn't think you could just set it up like that's your objective. I'm going to say this and later I'm going to call it back. It's more like in normal conversation, something funny happens, some time passes, it goes on, and then you call back. It might not even be what you said. It might be something someone else said. It can just be like a nice little surprise. No one was expecting, oh, we thought we were done with that. Now we're talking about Aunt Gladys's porcelain collection again. You know what? You got to be a good listener. If you're a good listener and you're realizing what's going on, then you can call it back.
And I'm not good at it.
No?
As you noticed, because whenever you help me punch up my stuff, you help me with those kinds of things, particularly callbacks. I do consider myself a good listener.
I just think they're fun. I was thinking of Friends. A couple of times in the series, Phoebe says her name is Regina Phalange.
My name is Regina Phalange.
So that happens a couple of times. And then the very last episode, she wants to stop the airplane that Rachel is on. And she calls Rachel and says there's something wrong with the left phalange.
You have to get off the plane. Something is wrong with the left phalange.
So it's like a little reward for people who have been paying attention the whole time for this 10-year series. And I like that kind of stuff. I like being like a geek about things. And it's like, oh, that was a reference to that time they did that thing. I have an example.
Oh, yeah. Let me hear
of
one.
A callback that I wrote.
Okay.
This was an example of an essay, like a comedic essay I wrote. The editor suggested I do a callback. It's called I Fear I'm Running Out of Anecdotes for the interview portion of Jeopardy. The contestant who has won too many times, they have nothing left to say. And so she writes the producers and says, here's some ideas for topics. I don't know. Maybe one of these will work. The time I went to a beach resort and forgot a bathing suit, so I had to buy one, and it was too big, and had to use a rubber band to make the straps tighter. Also, the suit was pink, which is really not my color. Is that something? One time in kindergarten, we had to make those turkey hands for Thanksgiving, but I'm left-handed, so all the other kids' turkeys were facing one way, and mine was facing the other way. From then on, my nickname was Lefty. There was a time that I tried to return that bathing suit to the resort boutique, but they wouldn't take it back because, as they put it, someone's obviously tampered with the straps. So that was a callback.
Callback.
It's kind of like a nice button.
If someone calls back something you've said, that is like titillating.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're having a conversation with someone you're trying to impress, whether it's a boss, a potential boss, a coworker, someone you want to date,
Mm-hmm.
if you make a callback to something they've said, you're going to be golden because you are definitely listening, and not just listening, but actively listening. And that's going to...
And building on what they said. And
that's right.
It's fun. It's like playing.
It's like banter.
Yeah.
Danielle Koenig, thank you for coming.
Thank
hey,
you.
everybody. Thanks for staying to the end. You have no idea how much that means to me. I want to tell you something in case you hadn't heard this today. You've done real good. Like and subscribe, you guys.
Always wanted to do that.
Unnamed dating site.
Okay.
Um,
Are they fine? Are they so-so, this dating site? Are they okay?
He blocked me.
He blocked you after you told him about the book?
But the banter was fun. I would love to date if we could just banter. But yeah, no, if you can't, in my opinion, your sense of humor is useless to me if you can't laugh at yourself.
Yeah, it's attractive.
I didn't record any of that. Super good fun times. Good times. You got a concussion? Walk it off. Walk it off.